I'm really digging the black and white these days. So if you see a whole bunch of black and white videos, I just don't need to be living in color right now. It's all about the black and white. Living in between. Living in the grays. Yeah, that's done. All right. Some very interesting energy come out last night. Today, we will lead with a Ruan. Let's see what happens. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. That's way too much. I don't think those. Yeah, okay, a third one popped out. So we got Ruin number 13. Oh, lucky number 13. Number 5. Where am I going? I was holding up to the light. Just give me the light. And then numero 9. Which would be number 9. So which one's this one? 5, yeah. That's the Ruin Whore. That comes up a lot. So 5, 13, and 9. Nope. 5, 13. And you think I'd be a little bit more prepared for this shit before I just hit record, but can't find my ruin map. My ruin map. Oh, I did find it. I went friggin' right past it. Okay. So 5 is about travel and spontaneity and your rhythm. Okay. 13 is about death, balance, and enlightenment. And then number 9, nature, wrath, and being tested. There could have been some type of travel restrictions that have now lifted. And that, maybe you need to cross borders and before you couldn't because obviously COVID. I know COVID, they've lifted a lot of restrictions. There's basically nothing in where I live now. So I'm pretty sure you can cross the border now. So maybe you have to cross the border. Oh my gosh, I just got the beginning of this Placebo song. They do this Placebo song with David Bowie, and it's called I'm Nothing Without You. And it starts, strange infatuation seems to grace the evening tide. No, that's not it. I'll take it by your side. But anyways, it's about I'm nothing without you. So strange infatuation feels the blood and feels the tide. Take it by your side. Okay, you might be strangely fascinated with something. That also could be coming in. But you could be having to jump the border to do work. You might have to jump the border to do work. And maybe now you're not mad anymore? Because it's like wrath. Oh, son of a gun, I just kicked my coffee. Oh, that's gonna smell. Now I'm just like, this song just won't stop playing in my head now. Like, all I can hear is tick, tock. Like, if you don't know that song, oh my God, David Bowie, you can barely even hear him in the background. Such a great song. It's some type of spontaneous death to being tested about something. Like, oh, okay, this is another thing too. Like, maybe you've been dating somebody and you've kind of had to go through that test because you couldn't see each other, right? Because you were blocked from each other, obviously because of these border restrictions, but it was a test. It was about, can you, just because they're going to block you from each other, can you get past it, or are you going to let the blocks stop you? Right? It's kind of been like a race against time, because death is here, and nature is here, and rhythm is here. And the rhythm of the natural flow and rhythm of nature, okay, does come through with death, because even nature has to die, hibernate, close off their energy, and then rejuvenate, right? Like in the spring. So maybe that's what you did. Maybe you shut down for a bit. Yeah, literally, like not the borders. Maybe you shut down for a bit. So then you could balance yourself and harmonize yourself, because you were really pissed off about something. And my boss, she kind of got mad at me the other day, because she was like, she knew that I was bringing in some outside shit into work. And she's like, Whitney, like, you can't treat me like that. And I was like, okay, for one, when it's natural and you don't know you're doing it, it's called PTSD, because you're in post-traumatic stress. You constantly think that attack is going to happen, even though there's nobody around that's going to attack you. But in the past, when you put your guard down because you think someone's going to attack you, then boom, they attack you as soon as you're not fucking looking, right? So I was like, I had to talk to her about a lot of shit. I had to talk to my boss about a lot of shit. Like, people that I work for have to know where I come from, because I'm a very abrasive individual. But I've been abrasive because I've been alone since I was 3 years old. Actually, more like 2.5. 2.5 years old, I was taking care of myself. That poses a threat to some people, because I am unlike most people, because my guard always is up here, no matter what. And I mean, even when I'm around people I love, like, I still am going to keep my guard up, because I don't know who I'm going to get hit from, because it's mostly my family that hits me, right? So if you had to shut down, it's so then you didn't take your wrath out on other people anymore, because you could be doing something subconsciously, because you suffer from PTSD, because you've had an awful traumatic past, and you don't know what you're doing because you're always doing it. The power of speech, you're slipping slowly from my reach. You've growing like an evergreen. You've never seen along in me at all. So you've changed. You've grown into something, and the people around you are not going to recognize who you are anymore, because you have a different perspective now. You're a different person because you shut down. And you've grown into something else. And you're slipping slowly away from people's reach, because those people that were reaching for you and grabbing onto you all the time were people that were hurting you. Anything else through the tarot? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Loving yourself. A moment of peace on the beach. Yeah, somebody definitely has had some time alone. If you live near water, you definitely could have been reflecting near water. And honestly, in a part of my deep, deep healing a couple years ago, I went to this lake every fucking morning. Like, I would beat the sun sometimes. I'd be so excited to get to the water, because I could just sit. And nobody was ever around. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it actually worked with my tinnitus too, my tinnitus in my ears, because I've got this like very high pitched scream in my ears all the time. And when I went down to the water, I would concentrate on the waves, and that really brought my tinnitus down, so it wasn't so loud. So I've learned how to calm my own tinnitus down, because when you're vibing really high, and when you're in a very high pitch, your whole channel is very loud in your own head, which makes you loud on the outside, right? If you quiet yourself, you quiet your mind, you quiet your body, you quiet your life, and it's not so much energy being released on you, right? Opening your heart, changing yourself, transforming yourself, and knowing that, oh, for sure. So this is somebody coming back together, right? Say you're like me, for instance, and you had a very hard childhood and you basically raised yourself. Out of these two, you would have only been harboring one energy. We're supposed to be feminine and masculine in everybody. So I would have only carried the feminine, right? That motherly role of taking care of myself, right? Then eventually the masculine role would come inside of me. That's what she said. Okay? So that's like you finally uniting. If you're a man, you had to take care of yourself. You had to be really rough. Now the feminine energy is coming into you. You finally allowed to cross your own border. So then you can come together. That's what I feel like too. And plus, the other message too of if you have been separated from somebody because of boundary restrictions or because of certain restrictions, those restrictions now are over because both of you are still waiting to come together. And then this is the union. And actually, they're the same person. Actually, no, this lady's blonde hair, I think, is a little bit longer than that lady's blonde hair, but it kind of looks like the same dude. They have very similar similarities. Again, with the water, you could be getting married soon, and you're getting married right beside water. Or there's some type of union and water's right there. And that's not, I don't really live around water. So, you know what I mean? Not everybody lives near water. This looks like this could be a lake. These both could be lakes, but this definite one is an ocean. That's definitely the ocean. These other two could be lakes. But yeah, there could be some type of union near water. Ooh, yes. This has been a very slow and painful process, but the swords are coming out now because the borders have been lifted. So the pain is coming out, and this has been a very slow transition for either the two of you or the two of you inside of you to unionize like this. This has been a really long time coming, but the borders are now up, so I really do feel like the knives are coming out now, and union is on the horizon, if it hasn't already happened. Yeah. Hope this helps, Cancer. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I think this is going to be a Cancer reading. And then I just said it, so hope you enjoyed. Happy Sunday and Thanksgiving. See you later.